For all those who have been wondering what I'm drawing, so we are making this boho pattern today. So you can see I've drawn some, windows, I've drawn some leaves on the top. So let's add some leaves in the bottom of the pattern also. So we are making two sheets simultaneously. So first I am going to outline my leaf. So I have used acrylic shades. You can use watercolors also. But the best part about acrylic shades are that they are waterproof. They have their own shine. And they can't be transferred. Even if I add a little bit water here, the base layer will not smudge up to this layer. Always outline first and then fill in the color. So you can see I've given a good thick shade of black. I'm first just make sure entire thing is in sync. Let's start with one side and then we can move on to the other side. Now let's add one more leaf. I have given an outline with a black pen. You can even add a shade of gold to this. Just make sure the corners are smooth. For the outline, I'm just using the tip of my brush. Just use the tip of your brush to outline the leaf. Now let's move on to the other side. We have to be careful because since the right hand side of paint is still wet, we have to be careful while painting these ones. So carefully on the corners. So this is a 300 GSM sheet that I'm using. Wherever you need to give a good thick coat of paint, always try and use a little thick sheet so it can absorb the paint nicely. Careful on the corners. Don't add too much water. We want a good thick coat of paint, not a very transparent or a translucent one. So don't add water at all. Just very little to make your brush go smooth. Careful on the corners. So this is the boho design that we are creating. It is very unique design. It's a very simple pattern. I came up with this design so that every one of you can try it, and it looks extremely beautiful. It has its own rustic charm. We have to be careful on the corners especially. So this is the final look that we are going to get. I hope you like this one. Now let's make the other one, which we were making simultaneously. I hope this one really grabs your attention. So now let's do the next one. Let's work on the next one. So again, I've done the main pattern. We have colored the base. Now we are working on to the leaves pattern. Let's start from the top. Outline, then fill in the color. It becomes easy for you to fill in the color. Okay, now let's make the stem first. Now let's paint the leaves on both the sides. Once we paint it on the white surface, it's okay if you add a little water, but when you paint it on the paint, it should be a good thick coat. Otherwise, it will become very patchy. Now let's move on to keep moving on from left to right. So you can see this is a very simple pattern. I'm going to share the final picture on my Instagram account, so you can have a look. Try making this one. This is a very simple pattern. You can make it with any colors. You can even do it with crayons also. So if you don't have any paints available, just try it out with crayons. It gives a beautiful look, but obviously do the black color in the end. Once you have nicely colored the background, go ahead and make the leaves with the shade of black. Now let's do it more leaves. The only key is give a good layer of paint at the bottom before you go out with the final design. As I always say, it's important to give it a light sketch before you add on the colors. It eliminates your chance of making it wrong. Let's make some more leaves at the bottom, 4 more left. It completely depends how much space you have. So now let's add this one also. So in the one go we have got the final look. Black is a very strong color, so always keep it till the last. Also note, in the leaves we want sharp edges. We don't want it to be a blocked one. So give it a nice thick coat, especially on the corners. And here we are with this final look. Hope you like both the patterns. I'm going to post the final picture so you can have a look how this is going to look. With the black frame, I think it's going to look gorgeous. Let's wait for the final pic. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.